This is a highly structured drill called Head Check 2 on 1. It's meant to isolate the habit and skill of doing a head check before you come into possession of the puck. So at the very moment you come into possession of the puck, you already have an idea of what you're going to do. Now, the setup is pretty important. We have a group of forwards here. One of them comes out here to the bottom of the cone right on the blue line. That's going to be F1. The others stay put in this area on the other side of this dot. Coach 2 is kind of helping facilitate that. We have a D here in the play at the center of the ice at the blue line or just below the blue line. This line here are just the other D waiting to get into the drill. Okay. The drill is going to involve three players, hence the 2 on 1. And one at a time, we're going to go through what each player does. The drill begins when Coach 3 takes a puck and bounces it or angles it off the boards to have it come in, and F1's going to pick it up. So let's start with F1. F1, that's like I said, the drill begins when Coach 3 releases the puck. By the way, all three players begin at the same time, but we'll do one at a time. F1 comes in, picks up the puck, but before getting this puck, during this skate, F1 must have done a head check to look at the color of this person he's going to end up skating with. Okay? He's not going to know that when he leaves. He's going to figure that out by doing a head check when he's chasing this puck. Based upon what color he sees, he's going to do one of two things. F1 is either going to immediately dump that puck into the corner. You can use the boards. You don't have to, though. And chase it. Okay? F1 will chase that puck, and the person he's with will chase with him and try and win the puck from the defenseman so they can shoot against the goalie 2 on 1. The second decision, the other decision I should say, that F1 can make at this moment is to make an immediate pass to the person he's with, who will be presumably in this area. However, that decision has to be made based upon the color of the X. If the X is the same color as F1, the pass must be used. If F1 figures out that X is not the same color, the dump and chase must be used. Either way, once they're in the zone, F1 and this X are going to go 2 on 1 against this D. That is F1's job. Skate to pick up the puck, do a head check in the process, and either immediately dump the puck or immediately pass the puck. Okay? Let's go back and talk about an X. This coach 2 chooses which X to send with F1, either same color or different color. Whichever X is chosen must skate around this cone and into the zone. Okay? As kind of explained before, if this X is the same color as F1, then you should expect a pass. If this X is a different color than F1, you should be expecting that you're going to have to chase into the corner for a puck paddle to get possession with your partner F1 so you can go 2 on 1 against the D. Okay? If you get the pass, you're just on a 2 on 1 rush. If it's a dump, then you have to get possession in the corner. Okay? Let's look at D. D is going to come up to this face-off dot, turn, and either chase into the corner for the dump or come into the middle of the zone to protect against a 2 on 1 rush. What's really important is that this D must perform a J turn here on the dot. Okay, that circle that kind of represents a J turn. In other words, when we look at this area right here, this defenseman should be skating backwards at that area. Okay, now once backwards, then the defenseman, if they want to chase to the corner, they can flip to skating forward. Or they can come in, like I said before, and defend against the 2 on 1. All right. So, what it's going to look like all together is when it's written out a little bit of chaos. This chases, he makes an immediate decision. He either dumps the puck into the corner or he does a pass. X leaves, comes around the cone, either gets this pass or goes to the corner and helps to get possession of the puck. The defenseman has to make it to the dot, come back, and on the dot, the defenseman has to do a J turn. Once that J turn's completed and the defenseman figures out, is it a dump to the corner or is it a 2-on-1 rush, the defenseman can go play accordingly.